I was looking out, I was like, oh, if this guy now, for example, didn't take up this matter, nothing will happen.
Yeah.
And that's it. They will not
and
know.
Nobody will come up to address it. Nobody.
Change will not come just by prayer only.
Yeah.
It will come by boots on the ground.
Yeah.
Let's say my whole self is still.
Hold that phone, that
in case the video is not stable, just know that.
Why won't it be stable?
It's not my fault.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. And it's funny how two of us wore the same clothes.
It wasn't intentional.
We wore the same color of shirts. Even down to the shorts.
That's a disclaimer.
Even down to the shorts. It was after we left the house, I was like, how are we wearing ankle? So this is us again.
I dressed up before her. Answering that question.
So this is another Saturday. I was literally carried out of the house.
Oh man, I was looking out, I was like, oh,
I'm so tired. My week was good, stressful and long. Thank God it's over. So this morning we're taking walks again, as usual. First of all, like this thing about people rewriting their Jamb, which they had already written due to the affected results.
Reason why the people will score high scores and then they're never to get admission is simply because the number of schools we have, it doesn't have the capacity to absorb the number of people that write Jamb each year.
Yeah.
You understand? So
yes.
It doesn't matter how high your Jamb scores is. Schools have a maximum capacity that they can take. Actually take in. So even this Jamb that they are receiving now, if not for Alex Onya, he's the CEO of Educare. He was the one that took it up upon himself, to send a freedom of information petition to Jamb. He requested to see exactly what's going on. And that's how they had a technical audit of their system, of the whole how their system works and everything. So initially they first said that it is their measures that they put in place to checkmate malpractice.
I heard that one too.
That's the reason why.
Like, make it make sense.
only to find out at the end of the day that
somebody goofed.
It was a human error from Jamb. Now the interesting thing is that if nobody took up this case personally, that's how these children will never have even stood a chance. Now the interesting thing is that even my wife's brother was affected. We didn't even know. So it was among those that they sent, because he has never seen his result up to now. Only for him to get a message that you're having a receipt. So just imagine
having to redo an exam just because somebody saw me a goofed. And if there was no
Jamb glitch.
Someone said in the comment section that Jamb is using INEC server.
At least Jamb was even
they came out to acknowledge their
who tried to acknowledge. I said, okay, let them have a receipt. So one interesting lesson in this whole experience is that people have this idea that if it's God's will, whatever happens is God's will. Whereas the Bible makes us understand that God has given this earth to the sons of men. But in most cases, as far as these things happen here on earth, God needs human beings to actually cooperate, to do stuff. You understand? So if this guy now, for example, didn't take up this matter, nothing will happen. They will not
and
know.
nobody will come up to address it. Nobody.
Change will not come just by prayer only.
Yeah.
It will come by boots on the ground.
Yeah.
There will be physical stuff. We must engage this system spiritually and physically. Nobody will give Nigeria a change. You can't get change on a platter. You will go and fight for it. And that's it, cha. We're not going to we're going to a sermon.
No, it's true. Everything you said is true.
Like presently, there is one guy, I think it's Peter Randy or something. One guy on Twitter just recently. So he went to submit a petition at the House of Assembly in Abuja. So, and what's he asking for? He's asking for. So now they decided this 30-day challenge. So the objective is that they want electoral reforms in Nigeria. So, and the major electoral reform that is pushing for is that votes will be it will be mandatory. Electronic transmission of results on election day is going to be mandatory. I know there has to be a law to back that up. So now he has taken that campaign now to the Senate, the people that will address it.
Yeah.
So now he's calling on all both pastors, religious figures, and everybody to lend their voice. That's so I'm actually happy when I see people demanding for change.
Yeah.
So, but I pray that to get that desired result.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And that's it on News at 10. Looking like two news presenters.
Let me give you a little, just a little.
Yes, no. I like go.
The worst thing that can happen to we Nigerians, which is already happening, is for us to lose hope.
Yeah.
The moment Nigerians lose hope completely, you just see that evil will just overtake. That it will just have a free run. So, yeah. So if you don't make a move, nothing will change.
Yeah.
So that's it.
What's that law of
As law of motion.
Yes.
Law of Newton's law. So the body will continue at its state of rest.
Yes.
Except it's being acted upon
by an external force.
Yes. So that's the way. For example, during the last election, where I went to vote, I had finished voting. I just stayed somewhere, just looking around. Next thing, after a while, I just looked up. Then there was commotion. There was a guy on a bike driving towards the polling booth. There was a guy on the bike. Then there was another guy sitting. He was carrying the guy on another guy on the same bike. That guy was with a gun. So as they were approaching the polling booth, everybody all ran away. So now I finished voting. So now I ran away to go and hide now. What did they do? They came there, destroyed all the ballots, destroyed the ballot box, burnt everything. So now imagine witnessing that. So at the end of the day now, all my effort, and leaving my house, going all the way to go and vote, or everything. It's as if I just saw my effort just go to waste like that. So now imagine what that does is that it just demoralizes, it discourages. That such a thing will discourage a lot of people.
The fact that you even had morale, you even were interested to even go and vote, and you ended that way. There are some people that did not even go because of the feelings of they've even lost hope.
Yeah.
They're not even interested in anything that's happening again. So whatever happens. Yeah.
So imagine with all my optimism and everything, and then this is what I get at the end of it. So imagine somebody experiencing this, repeatedly. They will lose interest in the whole. But what's the point? You understand? So, but at the end of the day, duty is ours. Results belong to God too. But the point is, that thing that we have to do physically, we must do it. We must not allow evil to win. Evil only wins when good people refuse to do anything. Yeah.
So that's it. And that's on period.
Okay. So during election, you hear people say things like, God can use anybody. That's a very foolish statement. You can't have, when you want to choose leaders, you choose leaders based on value system. You understand?
Yeah.
So we know that we will not have Jesus Christ on the ballot.
Yeah.
That's for sure. So you don't expect that, oh, you see one angel on the ballot that has no flaws.
Jamaica
Okay.
with the sword to cut away corruption.
But then how do you now choose? You now start looking at the individual character. So you look at, okay, whose value system or whose character, values comes very close to our Christian values. You understand?
Yeah.
So who comes close? So if they bring 4 people or 3 people, how many number of people? You check all of them. Among all these people, whose value system comes closest to our Christian values. What are the values you're talking about? Honesty, integrity, compassion. You get things like this. Financial prudence.
Yeah.
These are things that you're looking out for. Justice. Have somebody who has the interest of their country at heart. Had that spirit of patriotism.
And that's the end of Nigeria talk. Ambassador.
My wife knows I should use it now. Just stop.
Fighter of the people and defender of the republic.
She can't learn from Israel. See what Israel is. Do you know how many Israel is fighting a multi-front war at the same time?
We'll get better. And yeah, we call it a wrap. See the way I'm sweating, God. And the sun. The sun is shining so bright. I've lost 6 pounds this morning.
How did you measure it?
In case you don't know.
How did you measure it?
6 pounds. All these drops of sweat. 6 pounds now. It's up to 6 pounds. What is the last lap, ba? I'm tired. It's tired. It's a hold this thing now.
Next time I will selfie
Hold that from that angle so you can capture
it. In case the video is not stable, just know that.
Why won't it be stable?
It's not my fault. Assistant cameraman.
Now uncle. He copied me, by the way.
Alright. In our lifetime, Nigeria will be great.
No, come on.
It's taking 4,288 steps.
I'm on the way to lose another 6 pounds. Going forward.
6 pounds.
Okay, calculate with me. I lost 6 pounds there. I'm going towards that side now, second lap. So that's 6 pounds. Moral high.
What is when my hand, the shake up and down.
You will learn. You're gonna learn. You're gonna learn. I hope you picked one or two things from what we said, what we shared about the state of things in the country, how we can be better as a people and as a nation at large. Yeah. So we are approaching the end of May and before it's going to be June. That's half of the year. So let's just keep at it. Whatever that you have decided to do since the beginning of the year and you've not started, time's ticking. No turning back, no turning back. I have decided to... Okay. Whatever that you decided to do that you've not done. Like my YouTube channel will be 6 months next month. Imagine if I did start. Yeah, so whatever that you've started to do that you've not started, please, time is ticking. Time is ticking. Don't wait for a perfect time to start. And if you feel like you've lost it or you made mistakes, you can take a break, re-strategize, make a new plan, and fire on. Because time's waiting for nobody. Before you know that, we're going to be in December 31st, shouting Happy New Year, and 2026 is gonna come. Alright, that's our 2 cents. Alright, bye.
Don't tell me to cameraman.
Yeah, of course. How can you not be? Take care.
Like,
share and subscribe. Please go and watch a lot of videos I've had. Previous videos. Yes. Can watch. Click on that link. Click. Bye. Mora. Jibby. You don't bring the light, yo. You don't bring the light. Alright, people. See ya.